Hey guys, Tater here, and today I thought I'd show you how to build a house, seeing as I do a whole bunch of scripting videos lately. Okay, so pretty much what you're going to need is a fence. You can also use a post if you like it thicker. You're going to need some signs and some grass, some kind of leaf. A ramp this is optional, but I like the dark ramp roof for this kind of house, but stairs will work at any other texture just fine. Stone, one tint of darker wood, and then one of really dark wood. You're going to need the stairs of them, and then the half blocks of the dark one. Then some kind of light block. I'm going to use the birch wood, but cream works just as well. Any other color actually works, but I like these two. You're going to need ladders, a door, and some glass. Okay, the first thing you want to do is you want to draw out your living room. The size does not matter here, but this is going to be a pretty large house, so you want to have this to be kind of the main room. You want to have it at least 5 by 10 if you can, but larger is better, and odder numbers are better, like 8 and 14 or whatever, something that's you don't usually use in the game. Next, you want to throw in maybe another room, and make sure to have an indent on the sides here. You know, I'm gonna put the 2-block indent and a 1-block indent just because it kind of mixes it up a little bit. And then if you wanted to, you could throw in another room, which that might actually be a pretty good idea to put like a kitchen here. You don't have to have 2-block indents or 1-block indent. I just like the way they look because it makes the roofs mismatch. Then you want to get rid of all the walls that are going to block your access to the rooms. The next thing you want to do is you want to bring the corners up by 3. You want both the inside corners and the outside corners. This will help you determine where your windows are going to go. Then after you bring each corner up 3, you're going to connect all of the top bars, because that's going to be pretty much, for the most part, last of our stone, except for when we need to fill in the spaces between our doors and windows and stuff. But all the tops, the corners, and the bottoms, they're all going to be definitely for stone. Those aren't going to change. It's just the middle is when we decide where we want our windows. Now we want our door. I'm going to put mine kind of here, so it goes in the middle of the house. You could put it here, on the side, it doesn't matter, just as long as it's in the front. Next, you want to pick a dark wood, or your darkest wood that you're going to use, and you want to bring 3 high after the indent, and then put a corner block there to kind of conceal that. Then you could put a full block here, but I like the door to draw your eye. So what I do is I put it upside down stairs right there, and then after you put the wood door right here, it'll draw your eye in more because it kind of pretty much points to it. And then this has like an ugly square shape, so I round it out with some stairs. And we got the nice kind of rounded out archway. Now we got to decide where our windows go. For that, you're going to pretty much mark out each of the sides of the window using dark wood. You could put them anywhere you want, but I prefer without having like 1 wide windows. I like at least 2 or 3. 3 for like major windows and 2 for smaller windows. But it's pretty much just a whole bunch of where do you want windows kind of things. Think of it as you're standing inside, where are my windows going to be? And then the negative space you're going to put the stone. Like, I don't like these double windows, so I'm going to go ahead and just turn it into one single window that's bigger. I like that better. And then if this is going to be my kitchen, I might want a couple of smaller windows. Then I won't need these because we've already got the huge windows. And for these small ones, you could put glass there, but I just cover them up. I don't really care for the small windows. And then because I think I'm going to put my stairwell in this room to go to the second floor, I don't need the back one because that's going to be where the lower stairs are. Or the stairs that are going like right here, so they'll block the window. But this side, it won't have them, so I'm going to put a window there, and same for this side because they'll be above it. After you've got your windows, you can go ahead and throw your glass in there. Doesn't matter what color glass, I prefer light gray though. Don't really care for the lines that go through it either, but I suppose they've got their purpose. After you have all your glass, I like to throw in some ladders because, whoops, right on the wood, I think it adds like a little shutter effect to them. But if you don't want people climbing on your roof, then you probably don't want to do this. Although for this building, it might be okay because it's got an overhang that protects you from it. You'll see that later. Now you're going to get rid of all the grass inside and replace it with your floor. It doesn't matter what you use for the floor, so I'm just going to fill it in with just some random block. Although I would use probably the table texture from Total Miner or some kind of darker wood like that. But you don't want to match the same wood that you're already using because it'll be too similar. Next you're going to do the same exact thing for right here at the top row of the stone, because that's going to be your second floor. And that gives you 3 block high for a roof, which I kind of like. You might want to replace that one with whatever path you're using. Because if the door's on the inside, you're going to see that from the outside. You see you've got plenty of headroom to jump if you need to. Then you would put your stairs here or whatever you want. And now, the last step we're going to do for this video is we're going to set up for the second video, which is going to be the second floor. So what we want to do is pretty much take our dark wood and we're going to build a ledge that goes all the way around here. This is going to be what holds the second floor walls up, and it makes it a little bit bigger going up, which kind of draws your eyes to the top part. I think that looks a whole lot better than just having it one wall straight up. Alright, now we can decorate the house. What you can do is take the grass. I use the shaded because it kind of looks like something belongs on it. And then what you could do is put some kind of flower on them. Mix them up. Don't keep the same flower because then it just looks weird if your whole house has red flowers around it. Although that might look good to you. And then, bring the leaves around however you want. And for the signs, the only thing we're going to do with them is we're just going to use them as decoration to hide the dirt. You could also use trapdoors and stuff, but people like to run around your map and flip them all up. That's not cool. But pretty much just take all of your leaves and go around where you're not putting the grass. And I think that adds like a little bit of color to the bottom of the house. Then you can put your torches at the corners or wherever you want them. Kind of light up the place, keep monsters away. And then I'll see you in the next part where we make the rest of the house.